Canelo Alvarez tells the truth about Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford gets in his feelings about it. Canelo said other than Erupts, he ain't really beat no real good fighter.
Despite skepticism from many fans about Terence Crawford's ability to defeat Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, a weight class Crawford has never competed in, Crawford has been relentless in pursuing this fight. After months of pushing, the bout is now set for September in Las Vegas, thanks to the efforts of Turki Alashik.
Made official? Is it official?
It's on, baby. September 13, baby. Look forward to it. Crawford versus Canelo.
Heard it.
Listen how I said it.
Hey, are we getting this?
Tensions between Crawford and Canelo reached a boiling point during a recent airport encounter. Both fighters were present for a meeting with Turki Alashik when a verbal exchange escalated. Canelo, with a cold stare, mocked Crawford, claiming he didn't belong at 168 pounds. Crawford fired back, calling out Canelo for his past fight conditions, nearly turning the argument into a physical altercation.
Stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not.
The confrontation turned physical when a shove led to Canelo landing a sharp blow to Crawford's chest. Security quickly intervened, but the message was clear: this fight is personal. Canelo smirked, dismissing Crawford as too small and unworthy of his time. Insiders revealed that the verbal sparring continued even as both fighters were escorted away, with Crawford taunting Canelo as a cherry picker and Canelo warning his team, "This guy doesn't know what he's asking for, he's about to get hurt."
This fight in the game.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like when you're looking at Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, this is the next thing.
Crawford has expressed frustration with Canelo's criticism of his competition level. Now, his trainer, Brian McIntyre, has also taken aim at Canelo over his reported demand for a rehydration clause. Crawford's team has no intention of imposing such a restriction, with McIntyre stating, "We don't care about that. If Terence has no issue with it, neither do I."
Weight classes, like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo, he's going to slow down.
McIntyre dismissed rehydration clauses as BS, it's for wimps, emphasizing that boxing is about making weight and fighting without excuses. Crawford is determined to prove his greatness against Canelo, downplaying the weight difference and believing true champions rise to the occasion.
Venga.
Crawford told Boxing Scene that doubters fuel his motivation, stating, "When people say you're too small or outmatched, that's when great fighters shine." Amir Khan, who has faced both fighters, noted the challenges of moving up in weight, recalling his knockout loss to Canelo and his TKO defeat to Crawford. Khan believes Crawford faces a monumental task against Canelo but remains intrigued by the matchup.
Crawford could beat him, because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just...
On the Ahat Live podcast, Khan revealed that the hardest puncher he ever faced was Marcos Maidana, describing his power as incredibly heavy-handed and unforgettable.
His big bank is who? Canelo. He will take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight better beat it. If he don't beat him, he say, "Okay, I'll take it to the highest I can go."
Khan elaborated on Maidana's power, stating, "When he hits you, you feel it. It's not just a stinging shot, his power goes through you." Despite the punishment, Khan defeated Maidana by unanimous decision in a 2010 Fight of the Year contender.
Full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So why put stipulations in there when you know that you can beat him?
Fans are hoping for another Fight of the Year when Canelo and Crawford clash. Errol Spence Jr. has weighed in, acknowledging Crawford's challenge in moving up in weight and facing Canelo's physicality. Despite the odds, Crawford's camp remains confident in his ability to overcome the challenge.
There's nothing Crawford brings to the table Canelo hasn't seen. He's seen his boxing ability, he's seen speed, there's nothing that he don't have. He's seen Mayweather, man, he's seen Lara, he's seen all these guys, man. Nothing he brings at a smaller weight too coming back up. Now let's switch it to the other side.
Canelo's durability and ability to absorb punishment from power punchers like Golovkin and Kovalev are well documented. Critics argue Crawford has never faced an opponent with Canelo's sustained power. However, Team Crawford believes Canelo has slowed down in recent fights, showing vulnerabilities Crawford can exploit.
Makes me laugh with all the antics that Canelo is doing and saying in the media and whatnot about the size, and he won't get no credit and all this type of things, but Canelo been fighting.
They point to Canelo's performances against Jermel Charlo and Edgar Berlanga as evidence of his decline. If Berlanga, with limited skills, could land clean shots, Crawford, a far superior boxer, could capitalize even more.
Canelo, based on last fight, is a 50-50. So Canelo fights an undisputed champ, up-and-coming former champion, and an up-and-coming undefeated contender. And somehow those three last opponents are somehow compared to Bud's Madrimov fight, making it a 50-50 fight?
Crawford's ability to break opponents down mentally and physically, combined with his fluid stance switching, could disrupt Canelo's rhythm. Canelo's methodical counterpunching style may struggle against Crawford's versatility.
For me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like...
Canelo's supporters argue that Crawford's success has come against smaller fighters and that Errol Spence Jr. was drained during their bout. They believe Canelo's elite head movement and power will prove too much for Crawford.
Like you said, I will give you Terence Crawford to beat it out. He can, because he's that good of a boxer. We can't forget
Canelo's vast experience against top-tier opponents like Mayweather and Golovkin is seen as a significant advantage. However, Crawford's team argues that his dominance is a testament to his mastery, not a lack of tough competition.
You know, that's what everybody want to see. The only way they can be answered is if me and Canelo is in the ring and we fight.
The build-up has turned personal, with Canelo dismissing Crawford as a small guy and Crawford vowing to expose Canelo's weaknesses. Their private meeting with Turki Alalshik was tense, with Crawford muttering, "Laugh now, cry later."
You know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight. Yeah. And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody.
Concerns about judges favoring Canelo in close fights have led Crawford's team to focus on a decisive victory. Turki Alalshik's involvement adds another layer of intrigue, with some believing he favors Crawford as the underdog.
I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say this too.
Canelo's team is wary of Crawford's mindset, knowing he thrives on being doubted. Many believe Crawford's speed and sharpness could outbox Canelo, but Canelo's bodywork could wear him down if he traps Crawford on the ropes.
But I see he wants to fight, he's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different.
This fight is about legacy as much as money. Canelo doesn't want to lose to a smaller opponent, while Crawford aims to cement his greatness by achieving the impossible. The boxing world eagerly awaits this historic clash.
The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford. Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. Yeah, so if yeah, you're in.
Israel Madrimov, who faced Crawford last year, predicts Canelo will win by decision, citing the weight difference as the key factor.
They're too many weight classes apart. And although the skills, Crawford is one of the best fighters that I've seen. Now,
Madrimov's bold prediction has sparked debate, with many questioning Crawford's ability to succeed at 168 pounds against a fighter like Canelo.
Everybody keeps bringing up Canelo. I think that's weird, you know, because you have to gain like, what, 20 pounds? But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know, catch what?
Canelo's power and durability at super middleweight are seen as insurmountable for Crawford, who has primarily fought at welterweight.
Able to land the Canelo Crawford fight, which was announced. I don't know that it's actually official.
Jermel Boots Ennis sees the fight as a 50-50 contest, noting that Crawford's added weight could affect his performance.
The Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk.
Crawford's speed and agility may be compromised by the move to 168 pounds, while Canelo's pressure fighting and adaptability make him a formidable opponent.
The best fighter in my generation that's out there. He's the most accomplished fighter, and I would just like to, fight another great.
Which is a very noble reason.
Canelo downplayed Crawford's resume, acknowledging his talent but arguing that Crawford has only one significant win over Errol Spence Jr.
Thought he can go in there and get those belts real quick. That's what he thought with Bivol. Otherwise, he would have never did that. The Kovalev fight.
I'm sure that's what Jermell Charlo thought with Canelo.
Canelo believes Crawford's lack of top-tier competition puts him at a disadvantage, emphasizing the importance of facing elite opponents. The fight will come down to whether Crawford can maintain his speed and movement against Canelo's relentless pressure. How do you think this fight will end? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.